Hi, my name is Biz Summers. I'm the ITC at Friendland Middle School. And this summer, I want to tackle a little project that I'm really passionate about, which is increasing productivity in educators. Now, it's summertime, and the last thing you might want to be is productive. However, looking into next fall, where we have a lot of uncertainty and where we may start to have more flexibility in our schedules, I want to talk about some strategies that you can use to help you be more productive. Maybe you'll use these strategies this summer, maybe in the fall, and maybe never. But what I want to do is offer you a menu of options of things that might help you better use your time so that you can spend more time on the things that are important to you and be effective with all of your time. Each week, I'm going to give you one technique, one tool, and one resource for further reading. And this week, my focus is going to be on a technique, a strategy called the Pomodoro Technique. But first, here's your first time saving hack. If you're watching this on YouTube, and I'm pretty sure you are, you can change the playback speed that you're watching this at. If you're watching on a laptop, click the little gear in the lower right-hand corner to get to the settings, and you can choose playback speed. This will let you adjust the speed that you're watching this video at, so you can watch it in just about twice as fast as I recorded it. On a phone, you have the same option. Just click on the video and you'll see a vertical ellipsis, snowman, three dots, whatever you want to call it, appear in the upper right-hand corner. If you click on that, you'll find the option to change your playback speed. Now that we're speeding along, let me tell you about today's featured strategy, the Pomodoro Technique. In essence, this allows you to break up your time into focused work chunks and short breaks. By adding the breaks, even though it might seem counterintuitive, you make your work time much more productive and overall decrease the amount of time you spend on a product. Here's how it works. First, choose a single task that you want to focus your energy on. Then, set a timer for 25 minutes. For those 25 minutes, work on that task until the timer rings. Don't let anything distract you. After the 25 minutes are up, take a short break, about 5 minutes. And then repeat those steps 3 and 4 again. 25 minutes on, 5 minutes off, 4 times. After the fourth one, take a longer break. That's it. If you can follow these 5 steps, your time is going to be better spent than if you tried to sit down and just focus on a task for 2 hours. There are a couple things you need to do to really make it work. The first one is that during your focused work time of 25 minutes, you want to make sure that you are completely focused and undistracted. So I recommend putting your phone on Do Not Disturb, closing out your email, closing out any other distractions that you have. The other one is when that 25 minutes is up, even if you're in the middle of something, force yourself to stop. That will help you focus on this task and following this process. But also, if you leave that sort of hanging over your head, when the 5-minute break time is over, you'll be excited to get back to what you're working on so you can complete the thing that you were interrupted in the middle of. There are 2 tools that I recommend to help you with this. They're both Chrome extensions. The Marinara Pomodoro Assistant is a Chrome extension that appears like a little tomato at the top of your screen, and it sets a 25-minute timer and 5-minute timer. As soon as you click that tomato, the timers start, and there's absolutely no other work or setup for you. The second one is the Stay Focused Chrome extension. This one's a little trickier, but also really helpful. What it does is it allows you to block yourself from certain social media sites. So if you make a list of sites that you are limited to, you won't be able to access those after a certain amount of time spent on those. So let's say I'm working in Canvas and I know that I can go down a dark hole of setting up for next year. If I use this little Pomodoro Marinara extension, I just click on the tomato and instantly a 25-minute timer starts. When that 25 minutes runs up, I get a message on my screen that says, take a short break. Now, let's say I have a problem of getting distracted by Twitter notifications and wasting a lot of time on that. I don't want to mess with that in my 25 focused minutes. So if I use the Stay Focused extension, I can click on this weird little eyeball and it allows me to just block the entire site of Twitter. It gives me 10 minutes total time that I can waste on it over the course of the day, and I can adjust this amount of time. And then if I block it, after I spend that amount of time, I no longer can access that site for the rest of the day. As a quick warning, your tools are only as good as you allow them to be. So if you use Stay Focused to block Twitter on your computer, you can still access it on your phone. You can obviously cheat the system, but these are just designed to help you focus when you want to. If this topic tickles your fancy and you like hearing about how to tackle your time, my next tip is not to wait a week for my next video, but to dive into some other resources. So I'm going to end every video by recommending something. In this case, I'm going to recommend the Getting Things Done podcast by David Allen. David Allen is kind of the gold standard in productivity. And currently, he's been doing a series on his podcast called 2 Minute Tips for Turbulent Times, just how to help yourself be productive, focused, and have a positive mindset during this crazy time that we're in. And if you watch this video with a faster playback speed, you can also listen to his 2 minute podcast on a faster playback speed. I like the podcast app Overcast for that exact reason. That's it for today. Please leave me any comments, feedback, concerns, questions that you have, and I'd love to address them and help you be more productive.